People talking about the reasons why he would be here back in South Africa. It will all be revealed right now. He's a man who's done so much in South African football in the 3 years that he was here, the former Orlando Pirates coach, the man who, has scooped trophies, not this one, when we'll find out why that was the case, but he was very important in the Carling journey when it comes to being the coach voted for by the fans to lead the All-Star team on 2 occasions. So, I could give you a very, very long introduction. Known as El Padre, the Spanish guitar. Put your hands together, please, for the man that's coming up to the stage here, Coach Jose Riveiro. Coach, you could make your way up. And that's Spanish music. Coach, please, if you can take a seat. Thank you very much, Coach. I think the mic might have been switched off.
It's okay.
Okay, it's back, it's there. Coach, how are you? Nice to see you.
Thank you, Thomas. Nice to see you too. Nice to see everyone. Thank you for coming. It's a big pleasure for me to be here. Thanks to Karen, thanks to the team for inviting me to such an event like that. And yeah, so happy.
I'm pretty lucky though when it comes to you, Coach, because I know the first time you arrived in the country, I had the chance to be your first interview. You're back. And I think I'm amongst the first being able to speak to you again, so it's an honor to do that. But let's get straight into the conversation about the final, because people want your insights there. You've got Marumo Gallants, you've got your former club Orlando Pirates. It's always a fairy tale when it comes to Carling knockout. And it's not necessarily the big dogs that win it. What are you thinking about the weekend of the 6th and that game?
It's definitely, I think, a fantastic final. I think Pirates is doing a fantastic season, playing good football one more time. Marumo, kind of a fresh team, with also exciting players and playing good football as well. So I'm sure they're going to offer a good spectacle, a good show for the fans. And like you said, at least during my time here, with this new format, the final was always kind of unexpected. We didn't have personally a good record in the tournament, like you said before. But yeah, it's a good opportunity for a lot of players, first in this final and especially in the second one, to show who they are.
Before we talk about your personal journey, what do you think will happen? What is your anticipation for that final? If you had to predict, what do you think we'll see?
Finals usually are not the most beautiful or funny games in terms of entertainment, but I think this one, thinking about the nature of both teams, both coaches, I think they both are going to play for the winning from the first minute. They're going to try to play fast and vertical to the goals. They're going to try to create chances. I think both teams are not similar, but kind of sharing the same type of philosophy. So hopefully an open final with goals, with alternatives and fun.
Who'll score more goals? I'm putting you right under pressure, Coach.
No, for sure. I think, and I really hope that Pirates is going to make it one more time.
Because I want to take you back to your time at Pirates and the Carling knockout, and that you were also involved prior to it becoming Carling knockout, right? Avulekile Masango was the last version of what we knew the Carling Black Label Cup to be. 4 teams, you were part of that.
I was, and it took time for me to understand the format at that time. It was in the beginning of my time in Pirates, the beginning of my time here in South Africa, obviously, and the fact that we must play 2 games in a very short space of time was something new.
How short?
And unique. Very short, actually, because we played Chiefs, we beat them as usually in this case, in the penalties. So we didn't have so much time to prepare ourselves for the final. Sundowns play, if I'm not wrong, 10 in the morning against Amafulu. 20 minutes in the final, we got a red card, and yeah, from that moment until the end of the game was not an easy day.
Do you know what fascinates me is that, like, I get a sense that it's still like something that's like, had it been that you played in the morning, you would have been potentially the winners of that.
You never know. I think if we manage to stay on the field with 11 players, probably it's going to be a different type of final. But the moment that we lost one of our players, and with the accumulation of fatigue, injuries in the first game and stuff, it was difficult to play against a team like Sundowns.
Then, when you get a chance now, Carling knockout, 2 occasions, and coach, I know you haven't forgotten, because those would be called upsets. Those would be called surprise results. Pirates crashing out.
Richards Bay in our second season, penalties as well.
Quarterfinal, I think 5-4 on the penalties, right?
Yeah, in Durban. Not a good game. We were not lucky enough in the penalties to go through, and then obviously a big disappointment getting out of the competition in the first stage against Magesi. That in the end they managed to win that tournament, to play the final and get through. But at the same time, an opportunity for many players during those tight schedules to play, to get minutes, and to get more experience.
Is there something specific about Carling knockout, maybe the time of the year, that makes it, an equalizer, where you just have no idea who could be in this final and who could be crowned, and it's even giving the advantage so far in the previous 2 years to the so-called underdog sides?
Well, we're going through a time in football where the accumulation of games and different competitions make it happen. Sometimes the things that we call somehow the big ones, maybe some competitions arrive in a moment where you are involved in continental football, for example, or you already play another competition with good or bad results. And sometimes, like I explained already many times, it's difficult to get that consistency, to perform in that level that everybody expects you to perform. And that's the time that maybe other teams with less games, with less stress and less pressure as well, they see the opportunity to find the hole to sneak somehow themselves.
It's interesting that sounds like it makes it one of the tougher competitions to actually lift the crown in. Considering all those considerations.
It is. But there's a proof this season, for example, with Pirates. They managed to have a good performance in this tournament as well, to make it to the final and have the opportunity to get another trophy.
So, Coach, that's you when you were in the dugout with Orlando Pirates. But then the champion fans decide that, no, you know what? You might have gone out early in the knockout, but we'd still like to see you. We think, as champion fans, you have the ability to put together a side, work with them for 3 days, then play against the knockout champions in the Carling Cup. What was that like? That feeling, one, to know that you've been voted for, and not just by Pirates fans, all fans in the country had the opportunity to influence that decision.
It's a big responsibility, actually. Maybe it's something that you cannot take it lightly, because in the end of the day, the fans are voting for you. The people is spending their money and taking their time to choose, and they choose you. So it's a big responsibility, and I took it like that, like a different challenge for me, a different week. The opportunity to work with, not only with players that I'm not used to work every day, also with the people in the technical staff, different rules, so it makes the game slightly different than what you are used to play, because of the number of players from Disky and players from the PSL. And it was something memorable for me, something special, and with two finals that I will always remember for different reasons.
Yeah, not once, but twice they said, Coach, do it. Coach, go do it again. And on both occasions, success.
Yeah, we got the trophy. So I think we got the trophy, and we did it in a how you say, like in a fashionable way, in a good way.
Stylish, enjoyable football.
Yeah, it was two finals with a lot of goals, with alternatives. The first one I think was really exciting against Stellenbosch, and the second one against Magesi with maybe more dominant even, but also with a lot of situations that we will always remember.
People will look at that and say, you had a champion mentality, coach. You brought a mentality that then even went to the players out on the field. Because it's 3 days. You're given 3 days, you're given players that you hardly work with, and the majority of which, even coming through DDC, you may have no idea who they are. And now you have to put them together. What do you say? Or how do you bring that into a team that will play against a club that have played together all season long?
There's many things coming together, in my opinion. One, it's also coming from the technical stuff. Usually, or at least in my case, I was surrounded of people that maybe in their clubs they are not in a position where they can get a trophy, where they can get a medal, where they can, play finals. So the motivation is so high. So they were doing an amazing job and helping me to go through and to know the players, especially the risky players, because obviously my knowledge about them is not as good as the knowledge that the coaches coming from the risky they do have. And that synergy between the senior players, the experienced ones, Rama, Pune, many of them, embracing the youngsters, those players that you can see that they have something different in their eyes during those 3-4 days. And then trying to put my own discipline as well to like I said before, to take serious the mandate, to be there representing the football fans who were voting for us, and making sure that when we go to the field, the opponent is going to find a difficult side.
And you're speaking about something that Carling, I know, are very passionate about. Where champion men and men are supposed to be responsible for other men, to push other men, to say you should be doing better, you can be doing better in society and in life, be a better champion man. I picked up a little bit on what you're saying there, where you're saying the senior players and the youngsters. That is that message, isn't it? Where, I've done it, I know better, let me pass that on.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I think for a 17, 18 years old player coming to have the opportunity to spend time with, like I said, with South African legends like Itu Pune, like Lorch, I don't want to forget any name. It's an opportunity to measure themselves, to be in the spotlight for a couple of days, and why not, to make an impact like it happens in some occasions, and change totally your career from that moment.
And careers did change, because from that match, from the exhibition game, from the Carling Cup, we see players then coming into first teams, because Coach, you were also quite brave in giving them the opportunity to really shine. I mean, I look at a Samkelo Zwane, who comes into that team, and you push him up to a 10. And he's so influential. Soon he's in the Chiefs' first line, starting lineup, and he wasn't the only one.
Yeah, there's many cases. I think, again, like I said before, the fact that during that time those young players are feeling really that the senior ones are giving them the confidence, they supporting them all the way. It's giving them the opportunity to play a little bit more relaxed, not relaxed, but somehow relaxed, free, but at the same time with the motivation to be in the spotlight, to be in a live game, in a final, and yeah, it's a great opportunity for them. And if you have the personality, it can happen.
Something you're proud of is that, that contribution, as much as, some people might go, wow, it's only 3 days. I mean, when we look at it, is that a contribution that you're proud of having made in some of these boys' careers?
We as a coaches, we all sometimes we want to take, how can I say, part of everyone's success around us. It's difficult to measure. I'm still thinking that this game belongs to the player. It's not an empty talk. I'm not trying to be now the most humble guy in the world, but it's what I really believe that belongs to them. We are there just to guide them a little bit, to be with them, to give them the right support, the confidence, and obviously this is a game. There's some tactics behind. We have to go out with a good game plan, and that's also my responsibility. I try to do my best in each and every game, and these type of games are not an exception.
Last thing on that match, what happens in the background? How do you break up the 3 days? What do you do to get ready?
From my side, first is to make sure that the coaching staff, which is not used to work with me, they understand what I want to see on the final. They feel from the first second that they are not coming just to be in the picture, that they are coming to really contribute, because they were also voted and chosen by the fans to be there, so they must have their own space to do the job and show that they have the capacity to do it as well, like the champion coach that we are looking for. And then the same for the players. The ones who are there, they are good players. People is not voting bad players, actually. So they have the capacity to understand very quick what we are looking for, because they are used to play that game. It's not a new game for them. They're not playing basketball during the week and then they come to play football. And we have the advantage to have the knowledge about every PSL side before we go to the final. So we have the possibility and the capacity to offer them quality information about the opponent, and they focus, they want to win, they want to put that medal in the end of the 90, and yeah, that's it.
And you're mentioning the champion coach, which is back. The opportunity for one lucky fan, coach, to be on that bench. You didn't get that with you, but that is what whoever is voted this year as the champion coach will then have an opportunity to be with the all-star coach on the bench. What do you think of that?
It's something new, something I think unique somehow, and again for me an opportunity to contribute to the tournament now in a different role, trying to put my knowledge, if you want to say, and try to have an eye now to not to scout a good player, try to scout a good coach, a good person. First of all, a person who can mostly have the capacity to touch the players in a short space of time, to have the personality, strong personality to add something there, because again, it's not going to go there just to look nice in a picture with a trophy. Hopefully, it's going there to leave something to the players. That's our job, and yeah, we are in the right way.
And so, you really, as you explained it, there's a role. There's something that this fan can actually do. They could actually play some sort of, be it a small role, be it a big role. They could do something that could make a difference.
Definitely. Look, right now in football, it takes maybe one training or two trainings for the players to know if you can help them or not. And that's what it makes the difference for you as a coach to succeed or not, actually. So his career is going to be, or not his career, but his role as an all-star coach.
It could be a career.
If he managed to do the things well, if he managed to, like I said, to show to the players that in 2-3 days I can give you something, I can help you, and I can make you a better player for the final.
I mean, it might surprise you, but it did happen. I mean, Chief Nkoko has done that. He's gone on to coach Sibanye last season. I think he was the season before that, played against Mamelodi Sundowns. He was a champion coach when he started his journey. He was literally somebody who filled in the USDs. He made sure the underliner codes were there. He did what he needed to do, was selected through what we're going to be doing and you're going to be part of when we select the champion coach. And he's gone on to coaching at a high level, even getting to play against some of the top sides in this country.
Absolutely. In the end of the day, whoever is going there is going to be exposed to the same things that we are exposed as a professional coaches, which is everyone's opinions in general, including your players, the people in the staff. So if he managed to do the things proper and to make an impact, everybody's going to talk and is going to speak well about that person, and that can be the beginning of a good career as a coach.
What would your advice be to a champion coach?
Well, whoever is going there is going to be selected by some certain attributes, so that's going to be something that should give that person confidence enough, to know that you're going there, going through selection process of how many, 30,000 candidates you were saying before. I think it should be enough for him to feel confident, to be himself, and not trying to emulate anybody, and not trying to please anybody. That's my advice. Just be yourself, doing interventions when you feel that you have to do those interventions, and at the same time not getting so excited by the occasion and the moment, trying to get more attention than you should. The stage is for the players, something that we can never forget. They are the ones who are going to the field. Our job is to give them the tools to go there and beat whoever is in front.
Good advice, Coach. Lastly, when it comes to the DDC players and the chance to play in the Carling Cup, does it elevate them? Is it something that takes them to another level when you're a DDC player and you're selected again, because it's not the club that sends you, you're selected, the fans choose you, and now you're part of this game. Does it take them to another level? Do you feel confidence grow? Because you've spoken about that word so much.
It belongs to the same space than what I was saying in the beginning of our conversation. The fact that all the things that we can already take for granted, like the player is going to be highly motivated, he's going to be in camp for 3-4 days, getting proper food, proper rest, proper training, proper information, plus the fact that you're going to play football surrounded of good professional football players. They're going to make you look even better than what you are on the day. You understand what I mean?
And in a big crowd, right? Potentially Moses Mabida would be on a full day 60,000. That's never going to be something a DDC player is going to experience other than this.
You're getting better advices, you're getting better passes, better balls, better crosses, better everything in general. So if you have the capacity and the quality.
And a taste of the pressure as well, Coach.
Exactly. If you don't have the personality to do it, it's not going to happen. But again, we have to trust our fans. They are the ones who are voting the players. So if they do a good selection, we're going to show.
They always do. Yeah. They're undefeated.
Yeah.
They're undefeated in 2 years. The champion coaches. Coach, I'm loving your insight. It's good to have you back in the country. I'm looking forward to the 29th, where we look at the champion coaches and get your insights as far as that's concerned. So thank you for this chat. Thank you for coming back and being part of this journey with us.
Thank you so much.
All right, there he is, Coach Jose Riveiro.